When we look at economic rules for products, the laws of economics tells us that pricing has a tremendous impact on the demand for a commodity. The fundamental law indicates that if a product is priced higher, the lower the demand, and if it's priced lower, it then raises demand. So to break it down simply, people are more willing to pay for something that is more affordable. So the problem here in the business is, where do we strike a balance between cheap cost and a higher cost to get the most profits out of a business? This is where we turn the point of equilibrium. Pricing strategies can have an impact on a firm's competitive advantage. However, when it comes to the high-end luxury items, these laws are changed in the opposite way. Here, the higher the price of a good, the higher its demand. Whereas if a good is priced lower, it loses its sense of luxury and demand actually dissipates in the long run. This is really very much a reflection of what we are seeing in today's business, where you would never see any high-end luxury brand doing any form of discount or promotion. There is always a price rigidity, but yet still they have higher demand. This is because they've invented a new type of weight that extend beyond the intrinsic value of things, and this is called a perceived value. Perceived value concept here refers to a form of self-branding, which is a perception is created to a product that it is extremely worth it. These high-end luxury companies always focus on publicizing and marketing their cultural norms, which make them stand distinct. They make their product appear to be distinct, which creates a sense of aspirational, like something that is specially built for persons under specific social class. And this form of products are called the Veblen goods. This is all about perceived value. Well, a Bentley can travel as far as a Ford do, but Bentley comes with a 6-figure price tag. A Rolex Daytona watch, which is priced equally just like a small car, it costs around $15,000 to $20,000. It's equally fanciful just like a Longines watch, which costs $1,000. So we may ask, why then all companies don't play the same game into jacking up prices to the higher point to make more profit? The answer here is they have a common goal, and that is anybody that is passionate about their brand and their own respective level must have it. So they make the most money out of the most possible people, irrespective of their level. In addition to the perceived value of Veblen goods, their companies artificially regulate supply when there is a strong demand, which eventually make it stand distinct. Some fashion brands just refuse to produce their bags outside a small studio in France with the sake we want to maintain quality. Luxury car makers like Ferrari McLaren produces certain type of cars called limited edition cars, which means they intend to produce a specific quantity irrespective of the demand. So here you can have your money though, but you actually can't get your hands on the product you want or you wish. They always sometimes go to the extreme, like buy 10 of our other products before we sell to you this specific one you wish or you intend to buy. They go by the qualification procedure to select their clients they wish to give them their products, and not who actually wants it more. This is very practical to everyday Veblen goods, and you can take a look. Consider several of the high-end luxury items, from luxury handbags, sneakers, watches, to cars. Occasionally, their demand is so high that this business can readily produce a lot more of them, but these companies never do. For this reason, inflation of second-hand markets is really even getting out of control, because the people who buy the Veblen goods always use them, then sell back at the price equally they bought it, or even higher than they bought. As a fashion retailer once relates, it is much easier to sell a Hermes bag than a $500 Coach bags. And human economics also assumes that everything being equal, we make sensible decisions. And rationally, we make conscious decisions and assess the benefits and setback in our everyday endeavor. So if a product is priced correctly with its intrinsic value, which I mean the measure of how a product or an asset really works, it would automatically sell. So when it comes to normal goods or goods we can't do without, there is a higher demand when priced well. Buying a regular consumable goods and a luxury high-end goods are two different phenomena. Luxury high-end goods don't have to adhere to price as regular consumable goods do. Perceived value is a business concept. It is a concept which is all about creating an impression, either in the manufacturing, retail, or even just selling to your customers. Valuable goods are priced based on product worth, but not their actual cost. And this is all about perceived worth, which involves changing people's perception that expensive products are the high-end items. And the basic ways through which product is turned into valuable goods are: they create a difference on the market with their products, which include designs, products, specs, and most importantly, create a sense of culture which is attributed to the product. And also, they artificially regulate market supply. Here, they simply don't produce more just because the demand is high. And that is it for regular consumable goods and high-end luxury goods. This is a new channel just created. Consider subscribing if you are new here, and see you in the next.